Good morning, everyone. Mayor Steve Wilder here from the city of North Canton, Ohio. Again, here we are, Wednesday, November the 18th, 11 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful sunny day in northern part of Ohio here. Well, listen, I want to get right into it today and our mayor's community updates. I hope everybody is doing well. First of all, on Veterans Day, I want to thank all the North Canton City schools for their participation and recognition programs for Veterans Day of 2020. If you want to go to the North Canton City Schools website, you'll have an opportunity to view the links of to the students' programs in all our elementary schools and the middle school. And let me tell you, they are absolutely heartwarming. I watched them all. They're about 15, maybe 20 minutes, but you know what? What a powerful message all those kids had, and the staff and the educators. I want to thank Mr. Wilson's media class also at Hoover High School for assisting the North Canton Middle School and allowing me to have an introduction to Veterans Day 2020. So thank you again to all our North Canton City schools for their support in providing programs for our virtual presentations for Veterans Day. This has been a very memorable week. Many of you may not realize, but congratulations to the Walsh University on their 60th anniversary of service to this community and education. Most of all, congratulations to the 7th president of Walsh University, Dr. Tim Collins. I'd like to go back in history here just for a little bit regarding Walsh University. When the Brothers of Christian Instruction stood in a farmer's field at the corner of North Market and Easton in North Canton, Ohio, they formed a vision to turn 50 acres of alfalfa into a college campus. This vision lay on the foundation of faith, courage, and selfless hard work. That vision was realized on November the 17th, 1960. When the 7 founding brothers, comprising the entire faculty, welcomed the incoming class of 67 gentlemen to Walsh College. The school was named after the Bishop of Youngstown Diocese at the time, Most Reverend Emmett Walsh. Now, Brother Farrell, Walsh's first president, stood on the steps and gave a pep talk to the inaugural class. Apparently, construction delays and final charter approval by the Ohio Board of Regents forced a late start for classes, and students would be required to double up on their credit hours to complete the fall semester on time. Staff support at the time came from full-time custodian and a part-time secretary. 2 structures, a residence hall for the brothers Lamine, a hall, and an academic building, Farrell Hall, stood on the bare campus. Now, the parking lot flooded whenever it rained, and boards were used to cover muddy walkways. Quite a contrast to the present 27 buildings and more than 400 full-time faculty, staff, and adjunct professors and educators, and led by now Walsh 7th president, Dr. Tim Collins. Now today, Walsh's students can select nearly 100 undergraduate and graduate degree programs, as well as numerous licensures, certificates, and endorsements. Folks, this wonderful Catholic higher education resource has continued to grow and prosper because of the Brothers of Christian Instruction, and those who have built on their efforts had a vision that built Walsh University. Again, my congratulations, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of the celebration and inauguration of Dr. Tim Collins as our 7th president for Walsh University. It is our hometown university, and I will make every effort to continue a positive working relationship with our higher education facility. It is such a benefit to our community and our greater North Canton community and Stark County. So Walsh University, congratulations, 60 years old on November the 17th, 1960. I wish you well, and may God bless you all. In getting to some of the city business, our East Maple Street update, we're, as you can see, we're actively engaged in completing a reconstruction of the footbridge and a rebeautification of our footbridge along the Nimishillen Creek, okay, and the sidewalks connecting our town center to Walsh University. The street lights are being installed as well as can be expected as construction goes on. And hopefully the intersection right there on the west side for Giant Eagle will be completed this week. As you can see, I think they are looking very, very nicely coming together. So patience is a virtue. Hopefully we'll have the sidewalks done by December. And it's going to really make that corridor and gateway to our community, our university district, really a pleasant to see. Also, I had the opportunity, let me just back up for a second. We dedicated the Founders Plaza on Monday, on November the 16th for Walsh University. And again, in recognition of the Brothers of Christian Instruction. We had a little breezy afternoon. It was sunny. And for what it's worth, a tidbit of useless information, in November of 1960, the temperature was about 62 degrees. But you know what? Here we are 60 years later with probably one of the best educational institutions we have in America. Now, let me jump over to East Hill Street. Friday night at 7:45, we had that opened. Thank you to Superior Paving and Rob Graham and the engineers and our staff who oversaw that project. It may have been extended a few days. The rain didn't help, but you know what? It's open and it's traveling well. Pavement markings were down that night, so it was about 7:30, 7:45 Friday night that I was out there, and we got that road open for everybody. Folks, just remember, it's newly paved. Be careful with the rain and any leaves. Sometimes oils do, don't mix well with new pavement. And just remember, it's 35 miles an hour through there, okay? Travel safely, but now smoothly. So there we go. That was our East Hill Street project. And most of all, thank you to the residents on East Hill, Monticello, and our Field Crest for your patience while this road project was completed. It's a new artery for the city, and it just looks great. And travel safely through there, okay? So again, thank you all to your residents and for your patience. Well, folks, we had to have something happen in our permits department. We had a couple of our employees, spouses come down with COVID symptoms. So due to our low staffing, right now the permits department counter is temporarily closed. But you know what? We can continue to issue permits and schedule inspections as needed. This isn't any different when we close things down in March. All of our work can be done online. And for any assistance, you can still call 330-499-5557, or you can email permits@northcantanohio.gov. Just as a reminder, even though we may have our employees working remotely, just remember, we have remote inspection software. And so we can actually do virtual inspections, and we can review plans electronically, and contract registrations we can do remotely also, and online. And so fee payments can be paid online, and it doesn't require an in-person visit. So again, we are equipped for doing things remotely for our employees from Safe Built there, but also you can do things online for us. I believe it's called Blitz, B-L-I-T-Z-Z, that helps us have that software that we can do remote inspection software. In other words, a contractor can be at a job site. We have the link, the software that we can do it here in the office through our permits, and they can do a virtual inspection and not have any contact as we combat this COVID 19 issue. So, okay, enough said about that. All right, our leaf bag details. Well, the leaf bag pickup is through. Well, let me say this. The leaf bag pickups at Muller Lumber has been completed on the 15th. However, we will continue to pick up leaf bags through November the 28th. After that, if you put them out, they'll just go to the landfill. They will not be recycled. So make sure you, after this last wind, if you have any leaves left and they haven't blown away, bag them up and get them out there for recycling. That goes through November the 28th. After that, they just go into the landfill. Thanks again for everybody who's participated in that program. It's been successful for us for many, many years. So thank you. In regards to also talking about trash and yard waste pickup, probably the closest facility to us is the Lake Township yard waste facility. I just want to share with you, they do have some winter hours coming up. The Lake Township Yard Waste Facility will be closing for the 2020 season at 5 p.m. on Sunday, November the 29th, 2020. So the site will open for live Christmas trees only, with regular hours starting Friday, January 1st, 2021, through Saturday, January 10th, 2021. Now, their normal days will resume on Thursday, April the 1st. That's way out there in 2021, around 7 o'clock. So currently, right now, the facility, the Lake Township, now this is yard waste facility, is open Thursday and Friday from 7 to 7, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay, it's closed Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And there again, it's located on Midway Street, Northwest, just east of the Lake Township Service Garage. So that is only for yard waste, okay? And they accept grass clippings, leaves, branches, stumps, shrubs, pine needles, and small ornamental trees. They will not accept commercial waste, railroad ties, furniture or wood products, lumber of any kind, plastic, trash bags, household waste, dirt, rocks, blocks, or building materials. So something else that we can try to share for our residents about recycling or yard waste disposal. So any calls or concerns, folks, they have a phone number you can call, and it is well, I don't see it. It's not jumping out at me. But you can go online, okay? Just go to Lake Township, Stark County, Ohio, or look up the Lake Township Yard Waste Facility, and they'll help you out there. Thank you. Okay, this question's come up a few times, excuse me, about recycling batteries. And I've tried to do some research on it for us. And I went to the Stark Tuscarawas Wayne Joint Solid Waste District. And you can also go online and search that out there. Bottom line is they're saying just do not place batteries of any kind in your curbside recycling. But because placing batteries in the curbside recycling is hazardous and dangerous, and they can be recycled or properly disposed of in other ways. So I was looking for primary single-use alkaline batteries. And these primary single-use batteries are the ones that are most commonly used in our low drain devices, such as flashlights, clocks, watches, remote controls, and smoke detectors. Now those can be disposed of in the regular trash once they wear out. And again, those are those alkaline or silver oxide, zinc air or zinc carbon or zinc chloride, commonly known as your AA, AAA, your 9-volt or D cell batteries, and a button cell, or all types of primary batteries. So try to give you a little bit of guidance on that. Now, I did find out if you have rechargeable batteries, now they can be recycled through a local, it's called a call to, the number 2, recycle drop boxes. And so I did go online and I did find that Home Depot and Lowe's Home Improvement have drop boxes that accept lithium type batteries or rechargeable batteries. So if you want to double check that, you can go online or call Home Depot or Lowe's. But in my research, I did see that they do have places for those. Lowe's says that they accept rechargeable batteries, cell phones. And then Home Depot said that they accept rechargeable batteries. So we don't collect batteries here at City Hall anymore. So just wanted to get that out to you. The Lions Club still has a box for glasses. So as you are going through and cleaning things out, if you want to recycle glasses, we still have those here at the City Hall. The other feature that we had started back when I was police chief was we were one of the first departments to have the prescription drug drop-off box right here at City Hall, just inside our lobby, and for safe medication disposal. Again, folks, we only want unused or expired medications, and that's both prescription or over-the-counter drugs, and they can be safely disposed of, and then right there. Now, disposal of used needles or other sharps should be placed in a sharps disposal container immediately after being used. We do not accept needles here, and if you are using needles for a prescribed situation, oftentimes I believe the drugstores actually provide for a sharps box for you, and those needles can be used, disposed of in there, and then placed in your trash. If for some reason you don't have a sharps box, I would recommend, in my discussion with other health professionals, don't use the common milk container. I like the ones that, like a Tide or detergent would come in. It's a thicker material. Just make sure it's sealed up, it's soluble with needles, and that's just a recommendation. That's all I can give you. Those laundry detergent containers marked outside with needles. So just to try to give you some guidelines on that. If you have other questions, you can always call the Stark County or call the Stark MAR Mental Health and Addiction Services for some guidance. Okay, give you a heads up with Thanksgiving being around the corner. Again, the trash pickup, just so you know, for Thanksgiving, November the 26th, there's no trash or recycling on that day. So Thursday and Friday, service will be delayed by one day. So Thursday will be a Friday, Friday should be Saturday. Just to give you a heads up on trash for Thanksgiving. Again, we're still partnering with the SAM Center, serving military veterans and their widows. As part of their toy drive, we have a box down in the lobby, and we're seeking donations for children between the ages of 5 and 16, and gifts with a value of $5 to $20. And that's their holiday toy drive, and that's going now from beginning of this November, and it will continue through December the 12th. So we have our drop-off site here. If you can participate and drop off a toy for a youth, the SAM Center would certainly appreciate it. Now, the North Canton Farmers Market is going strong, our indoor market. Folks, we just want to remind everybody to wear a mask or facial covering. According to the governor's orders, children under 10 years of age are not required to wear a mask, but it would be highly recommended if you're over 10. And again, our farmers market is doing a great job in seeking to accommodate those who cannot wear a mask because of medical or developmental concerns. They're making all kinds of accommodations, and they are not refusing anyone. So we're just asking you to do your best to keep yourself and the vendors and the patrons safe for the time that you're there. So again, get ready for the Thanksgiving market, and that's going to be November the 25th. And I think it's going to be pretty exciting. So mark this down, November the 25th at our indoor market. So let's see here. They said that you can pre-order turkeys and hams, baked goods and snacks, and seasonal produce. And they'll be accepting donations for North Canton Pears Pantry. Let's see, they're going to have a photo op there of some kind. They're going to give the joy of cooking apples and cider by taking advantage of the sale being offered by Wolf Farms. And there's a whole bunch of other things there. Free seeds from the Dumont Seed Company, and just a lot of fun and prizes that you'll find there. So come on out on that November the 25th for our farmers market, and it should be pretty cool, pretty exciting. As I come to a close, I share this with you. This holiday season is fast approaching, and the pandemic continues to pose a threat to the traditional gatherings that we've always had. And I just want you to think about the CDC recommendations that, staying in smaller groups, maybe just within your household only. And if so, stay 6 feet apart. Wear a facial covering over your mouth and nose and chin. Remember to wash your hands regularly with soap and water. If you're going to have a small gathering at your home, or just keep fresh air moving, try to avoid poor ventilation. If you can, do things virtually, connecting with your extended family and friends instead of in person. It's not going to be a traditional gathering as we have been used to for so many years. From what I've read and understand, and I believe this, that our homes is the safest place to be. And just do everything you can to protect yourselves and your loved ones and your friends there. Just remember about observing travel restrictions. Sometimes you might have quarantine that will become involved, especially if you have people coming in from out of state. So just keep that in mind. And most of all, just monitor your own personal health every day. And we'll get through this over the holidays. I did, like you, I listened to the governor yesterday. And again, he's concerned about weddings and funerals. And they're to follow the restaurant protocols that are in place. Again, my takeaways on this was just limit your activity with others. Please comply with a voluntary 21-day curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And again, if you want to go online or read the newspapers and things, it's voluntary, as I understand it. However, if you have emergencies coming or going between those hours, you're leaving work, going to work, you're doing carry out for deliveries, things like that. I think he's focused really on no retail after 10 o'clock. He's asked us to limit our contacts daily and wear a mask, and of course, try to limit your trips. Try to make it all in one trip. Maybe you might have to make 4 stops, but you're only out that one day. Let's see. As we all know that this is a serious issue over the last few weeks, and I think that I believe he's trying to build out at least 3 weeks to see how we can get this under control, and we all have a part in trying to keep ourselves safe and others. So I did pick up on this. If for some reason you have a loved one or yourself, because of the prolonged stress that the pandemic has placed upon us, the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, they can provide some emotional support. They do have a hotline or a crisis line. It is 1-800-720-9616, and you can call anytime to speak with a counselor and try to help you get through an issue that you might be facing at this time because of the stressfulness it has placed on many of us. I understand the balanced approach. I think the comment from our Lieutenant Governor, no shutdown, just a slowdown. And so we are in this together. I understand that. We understand that from the very beginning. And I think we're all just trying to work through this because I really believe better days are ahead of us. I think we're strong citizens here, and we care about one another. I know our community cares about each other. I can't thank North Canton for doing what they have done to keep our residents safe, especially our safety forces and our police and fire and EMS and responding, because they're on the front line and they encounter people who are in distress in more ways than one. So I want to share this one other thing here too. Let's see here. This came across the desk. Earlier this year, the legislature passed a bill extending the expiration date of all driver's licenses, state ID cards, and vehicle registrations that expired on or after March the 9th, 2020. So that extension ends on December the 1st of this year. When any expired licenses, etc., they will no longer be considered exempt from citations. So just keep that in mind on that issue. Okay, I think in closing, I just want to say those three things. Wear a mask, wash your hands often, keep your physical distance to 6 feet, and most of all, just stay safe and keep well. Thank you for all you're doing. It's an honor to be your mayor and work through these times that we're experiencing. But again, better days are ahead of us. Let's hang in there together, and we'll get through the holidays. Just be safe so that we can be here a year from now and be healthy and maybe in a better state of mind and just happier about life. So stay safe, keep well. Thank you for your time and attention. It's a privilege to be with you this morning. Take care.